Hello everyone, this is Keith Rowe with Vital Healing. Before I begin, I want to offer a bit of context for this piece. Lately, my work has been leaning more toward embodiment and movement and being out on the land. Because of that, some of these reflections are now shared alongside video as another way of staying close to the experience itself. What you are hearing is a spoken version of this piece. If you're listening through the podcast and you feel drawn to the visual companion, you can find links to both the video and the written version in the show notes. But regardless, however you are meeting this, you're welcome to take it at your own pace. This piece is called Listening to Winter, Returning to the Body, the Land, and the Work at Hand. Winter has been calling me back into my body, not in a poetic way, at least not at first. More like a quiet insistence, cold air on my skin, muscles waking up as I lift, carry, and steady myself on uneven ground. It is in the smell of damp leaves and old stone, the sound of the wind moving through bare trees, and the simple weight of being here. I can feel the difference in myself. For the last 6 months, much of my work has lived in words, written reflections and long-form pieces that moved thoughtfully through ideas. Embodiment has always been there, through breath, walking, and listening, but often alongside the reflection. This winter, the work is asking to come first, and the words to follow later, if they are needed at all. I feel less interested in explaining and more interested in doing, less drawn to long essays and more drawn to movement and labor. I am enjoying being outdoors until my hands are cold and my legs are tired. I have noticed a small tension in me around this change, as if I should be producing something more articulate or polished. But when I listen closely, the call is very clear: to come back to the body, back to the earth, and to let the ground do some of the teaching. So my Substack has been changing with me. Fewer long pieces, more video, more time-lapse and quiet observation. Not because I have nothing to say, but because right now I'm learning again how to listen. This week, that listening took place at Cambridge Cemetery. Cambridge is one of the oldest burial sites in the area, with graves dating back to the early 1800s. It is a small place tucked into the land, holding generations of memories. Some of the earliest graves are marked by thick, flat stone slabs, heavy and solid, originally set atop some square columns that are roughly about 2 feet tall. And they're made of stone or some type of early cement. Time has taken its toll on these monuments. Many of them are cracking, crumbling, or beginning to lean under a weight that was never meant to be carried forever. In some cases, trees have grown so close that their slow expansion is pushing the stones and threatening to topple them. Gravity, weather, and time are doing what they do. And so we made a decision to intervene gently. We used the tractor with pallet forks to lift the stones, working one at a time. And we lifted the flat stone off of each marker and then laid its short columns down onto their sides within the existing foundation. And we ended up doing 2 of them this way, keeping everything together, and nothing was removed or discarded. And once the columns were settled, we set the flat stone back down on top, now resting close to the ground. The markers are preserved, and all the original materials remain together. Most importantly, the stones no longer stand a chance of falling and breaking. This was slow, heavy work, and it required attention and cooperation as we worked together to move, guide, and set each piece safely. This was not the kind of work where you can afford to be a bull in a china shop. It asks for presence, patience, and care. As we worked, something in me settled. There was no need to rush, no need to narrate. Just hands on stone, feet in leaves, and breath finding its own rhythm. The past held carefully, not propped up beyond its strength, but set down with care. That feels like winter to me. Not a season of collapse, but a season of grounding, of lowering what has been held too high and letting things rest where they can endure. I'm realizing that this season of my life does not want me in my head as much. It wants me in my muscles, in my breath, and in my senses. It wants me to gather experience first and let clarity arise later without pressure. So if my writing feels quieter right now, or if my posts feel as if they lean more toward movement and image than explanation, that's not a retreat. It's a return to the body, and a return to the land, a return to a kind of knowing that does not require so many words. I trust that what needs to be said will come in its own time. For now, winter is teaching me how to stay close to the land. Wherever you find yourself this season, I hope you're listening for what the winter is quietly offering you too. Below, you can find the full time-lapse of the work at Cambridge Cemetery. This version is shared without narration, just the work itself unfolding. If this reflection or the videos resonate with you, I would be grateful if you would like and subscribe on YouTube and follow along here on Substack. As I come to a close, I want to return to where this began. Winter has been reminding me that clarity does not always arrive through thinking. Sometimes it comes through work, through presence, and through slowing down enough to feel what the body already knows. If you would like to spend more time with this reflection, the written version is available on Substack, and the full un-narrated time-lapse of the cemetery work can be found in the video links as well. If you are listening through the podcast, those links will be included in the show notes. Thank you for listening, for watching, and for taking the time to be here. Wherever this season finds you, I hope you are finding your own ways of listening. And thank you for being with me on this vital healing journey as we find our way back to ourselves and back to each other. Until next time.